Hello everyone, welcome to Business Education and Research. This video introduces the Snowball sampling method of data collection, its unique features, its advantages, and where to apply the Snowball method of sampling. Snowball sampling is non-probability sampling technique used in research to gather data from populations that are difficult to access or enumerate. Unlike traditional random sampling methods, snowball sampling relies on referrals from initial participants to identify and recruit additional participants. The method gets its names from the analogy of snowball rolling downhill, gradually accumulating more material and its progresses. In snowball sampling, the researcher begins by identifying a few initial participants, often referred to as seeds or key informants, who are well connected within the target population or community of interest. These initial participants are then asked to refer other individuals they know who meet the criteria for inclusion in the study. As the process continues, each new participant recruited through referrals may in turn refer additional participants, leading to a chain-like expansion of the sample size. Referral-based recruitment. Participants are recruited based on referrals from existing participants rather than through random selection, establishing a network of trust and familiarity. For instance, in a study on urban gardening practices, initial participants who are avid gardeners refer the researcher to friends or neighbors who share similar interests, facilitating recruitment. The sampling process resembles a chain reaction where each participant recruited further refers additional participants, resulting in an expanding network. In a research project focusing on community resilience after natural disasters, initial participants who experience the disaster firsthand refer others from their social circle who were similarly affected, leading to a chain-like recruitment pattern. Another important feature of snowball sampling method is access to hidden or hard-to-reach populations. Snowball sampling enables researchers to access populations that may be marginalized or difficult to locate through traditional methods. For example, in a study on undocumented immigrants' experiences in a particular city, participants refer the researcher to others within their social network who may be hesitant to come forward due to legal concerns or fear of deportation. Flexibility and adaptability. Researchers can adapt their sampling strategy based on emerging patterns observed during data collection, allowing for a more responsive approach. In a study on the impact of digital technology on elderly populations, the researchers adjust recruitment methods to accommodate participants' varying level of technological proficiency, ensuring inclusivity and diverse perspectives. Rapport building and trust. Participants are often more willing to participate when referred by someone they trust within their social network, fostering rapport and cooperation. For instance, in a study on mental health stigma within a specific cultural community, participants are more likely to open up about their experiences when referred by community leaders or trusted healthcare providers, enhancing the depth of data collection. Seed or key informant identification is another unique feature of snowball sampling method. The process begins with identifying initial participants who serve as seed or key informants within the target population, leveraging their knowledge and connections. For example, in a study on substance abuse in college campuses, the researcher may identify student leaders or counselors as the key informants who can provide insights and referrals to other students struggling with substance and use issues. Iterative expansion of sample size is another unique feature of snowball sampling method. The sample size grows iteratively as each new participant recruited through referrals contributes to further expanding the sample, allowing for saturation of diverse perspectiveness. In a study on the effects of social media on body image among adolescents, initial participants may refer peers from various social circles, including athletics, artists, and academic achievers, resulting in a comprehensive understanding of the topic. Saturation point determination is another important feature of snowball sampling method. Data collection continues until no new information is obtained, indicating data saturation and ensuring the completeness of the findings. For instance, in a study on community perceptions of renewable energy, the researcher may stop recruitment when repeated themes emerge across interviews, indicating that a comprehensive understanding of community attitudes has been achieved. Cost effectiveness is another important feature of snowball sampling method. Snowball sampling can be more cost effective than other methods as it relies on existing networks, reducing the need for extensive outreach efforts. In a study on alternative medicine practices, the researcher may save resources by leveraging online forums and social media platforms for participant recruitment, minimizing the need for costly advertising and travel expenses. Inclusion of diverse perspectives. Snowball sampling allows for the inclusion of diverse perspectives within the target population, resulting in rich and varied data that capture the complexity of the phenomenon under study. For example, in a study on urban gentrification, snowball sampling enables the researcher to recruit participants from various socioeconomic backgrounds, ethnicities, and neighborhood affiliations, providing a comprehensive understanding of the impact of gentrification on different communities. Now let us see the advantages of snowball sampling method. Snowball sampling method offer the advantage of access to hard to reach populations. Snowball sampling facilitate access to populations that are difficult to reach through traditional methods such as homeless individuals or undocumented immigrants. For instance, in a study on the experiences of sex workers, snowball sampling allows researchers to tap into existing networks within the sex work community, enabling recruitment of participants who may be hesitant to disclose their occupation through other means. Cost effectiveness is another important advantage of snowball sampling method. This method is often more cost effective compared to other sampling techniques as it minimizes the need for extensive recruitment efforts and resources. For example, in a study on rare diseases, snowball sampling allows researchers to leverage patient support groups and online forums for participant recruitment, reducing the need for costly advertising or outreach campaigns. Snowball sampling method facilitate establishment of rapport and trust. Participants are more likely to trust and cooperate with the researcher when referred by someone they know within the social network, leading to higher response rates and richer data. In a research on LGBTO plus communities, for instance, participants may feel more comfortable sharing their experiences with a researcher who is introduced through their sources. Snowball sampling method is effective for studying sensitive topics. Snowball sampling is particularly useful for studying sensitive topics or marginalized populations where trust and rapport are essential for data collection. For example, in a research on domestic violence, snowball sampling allows researchers to build relationships with survivors through referrals from trusted sources, ensuring participants' safety and confidentiality. Snowball sampling helps to explore hidden networks. This method enables researchers to explore hidden or informal social networks within the communities, providing insights into relationships and interactions that may not be readily apparent. For instance, in a study on gang violence, snowball sampling allows researchers to map out the social connections and hierarchies within the gang affiliated communities, shedding light on the dynamics of gang memberships and influence. Another important advantage of snowball sampling method is enhanced cultural sensitivity. Snowball sampling allows for the inclusion of diverse perspectives within the target population, leading to a more culturally sensitive understanding of the research topic. In a research on immigrant communities, for example, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from various ethnic backgrounds and migration groups, capturing the diversity of the experiences within the immigrant population. Snowball sampling method, faster community engagement. Snowball sampling promotes community engagement and collaboration by involving community members in the research process, fostering a sense of ownership and empowerment. For instance, in a study on community development projects, snowball sampling allows researchers to involve local stakeholders in participant recruitment and data collection, ensuring that the research reflects the priorities and perspectives of the community. Inclusive representation is another important advantage of snowball sampling method. This method ensures inclusive representation within the sample by allowing participants to refer others from their social networks, leading to a diverse and representative sample. For example, in a research on educational disparities, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from various social economic backgrounds and educational attainment levels, ensuring that the sample reflects the diversity of the population under study. Exploration of niche population is another important advantage of snowball sampling method. Snowball sampling allows researchers to explore niche populations or subcultures within the larger communities, providing insights into unique experiences and perspectives. For instance, in a study on alternative spirituality practices, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from various diverse spiritual traditions and belief systems, enriching the understanding of alternative religious movements. Efficient utilization of resources. Snowball sampling maximizes the efficient use of resources by focusing recruitment efforts on individuals who are likely to meet the study criteria, minimizing the need for extensive screening or sampling procedures. For example, in a study on small business owners, snowball sampling allows researchers to target participants who are actively engaged in entrepreneurship, streamlining the recruitment process and conserving resources for data analysis and interpretation. Longitudinal studies facilitation. Snowball sampling can facilitate longitudinal studies by establishing connections with participants over time, allowing researchers to track changes and developments within the target population. For instance, in a study of the long-term effects of public health intervention, snowball sampling enables researchers to maintain contact with participants recruited initially, ensuring continuity in data collections and analysis. Identification of key informants. Snowball sampling helps identify key informants or opinion leaders within the community who can provide valuable insights and perspectives on the research topic. In research on community resilience, for example, snowball sampling allows researchers to identify individuals who play influential roles in disaster preparedness and response efforts, informing strategies for community resilience building initiatives. Overcoming geographic barriers. Snowball sampling can overcome geographic barriers by leveraging virtual network and online platforms for participant recruitment, allowing researchers to access participants from diverse geographic locations. For instance, in a study on digital nomads, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from around the world through online forums and social media groups, providing a global perspective on the digital nomad's lifestyle. Promotion of participant empowerment. Snowball sampling promotes participant empowerment by allowing individuals to nominate themselves or others for participation in the study, giving them a sense of agency and control over their involvement. In a research on community development initiatives, for example, snowball sampling empowers community members to nominate themselves or fellow residents as participants, ensuring that the research reflects their priorities and perspectives. Enhanced data quality. Snowball sampling can lead to enhanced data quality by facilitating rapport building and trust between researchers and participants, resulting in more candid and in-depth responses. For instance, in a study on intimate partner violence, snowball sampling allows researchers to establish trusting relationship with survivors through referrals from support organizations, leading to more accurate and comprehensive accounts of their experiences. Now let us discuss where to apply the snowball sampling method. To study hidden populations, snowball sampling method can be applied successfully. Snowball sampling is ideal for researching hidden or hard to reach populations such as homeless individuals, undocumented immigrants, or individuals engaged in illegal activities. For example, in a study on the experiences of undocumented immigrants, snowball sampling allows researchers to access individuals who may be hesitant to disclose their immigration status through traditional methods. Where to apply snowball sampling method? Snowball method of sampling can be suitably applied for researching marginalized communities. Snowball sampling can be applied to research marginalized communities such as LGBTQ plus individuals, ethnic minorities, or individuals with disabilities where trust and inclusivity are crucial. In a study on LGBTQ plus healthcare experiences, snowball sampling allows researchers to recruit participants from diverse backgrounds and identities, ensuring representation and inclusivity in the research findings. Snowball method of sampling can be suitably applied to explore rare phenomena. Snowball sampling is effective for exploring rare phenomena or events such as rare diseases, unique cultural practices, or niche subculture where traditional sampling methods may yield insufficient sample sizes. For example, in a research on indigenous healing practices, snowball sampling enables researchers to access individuals with specialized knowledge and expertise within the community, enriching the understanding of indigenous healthcare traditions. Snowball method of sampling can be applied for community-based research. This method is well suited for community-based research initiatives such as participatory action research or community needs assessments where community engagement and collaborations are central to the research process. For instance, in a study on neighborhood revitalization efforts, snowball sampling allows researchers to involve local residents in participant recruitment and data collection, fostering community ownership and empowerment. Snowball sampling can be applied to research social networks and interpersonal relationships within communities, such as friendship network, professional networks, or support networks. In a study on social support among cancer patients, snowball sampling enables researchers to map out the social connections and support systems within the patient community, providing insights into the role of social support in coping with illness. Snowball method of sampling is effective for evaluating peer networks and social influence processes such as peer pressure, social norms, or information diffusion within specific populations. For example, in a research on adolescent smoking behavior, snowball sampling allows researchers to recruit participants from peer groups and social circles, exploring the influence of peer networks on smoking initiation and cessation. Snowball sampling can be applied to research specialized professionals or occupational groups such as healthcare professionals or educators or law enforcement officers where access may be limited. In a study on burnout among healthcare workers, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from within the healthcare community, providing insights into the factors contributing to burnout and strategies for prevention and intervention. Snowball method of sampling is well suited for researching online communities such as social media groups, online forums, or virtual support networks where traditional sampling methods may be impractical. For instance, in a research on online gaming communities, snowball sampling allows researchers to recruit participants from gaming forums and online communities, exploring the dynamics of online gaming culture and community interaction. Snowball sampling can be applied to cross-cultural research initiatives such as comparative studies of cultural practices, beliefs, or values across different societies or ethnic groups. In a study on cultural attitudes towards mental illness, snowball sampling enables researchers to recruit participants from diverse cultural backgrounds, facilitating comparisons and contrast in cultural perspectives or mental health and illness. In conclusion, snowball sampling is a valuable method of data collection, particularly in scenarios where traditional sampling methods are impractical or ineffective. Its unique features, including access to hidden populations, cost effectiveness, and flexibility, make it well suited for exploring sensitive topics, marginalized communities, and rare phenomena. However, researchers must be mindful of the method's limitations, such as potential bias and limited generalizability. By employing appropriate strategies and safeguards, such as triangulation and ethical consideration, researchers can maximize the utility of snowball sampling and generate meaningful insights into diverse research contexts. Overall, snowball sampling offers a versatile and efficient approach to data collection, contributing to the advancement of knowledge across various disciplines.